Every 4 years, data is collated to assess income and expenditure and the living conditions of South Africans. With rising costs across a number of products and services, spending patterns have changed. According to the latest reweighting of the consumer price basket, South Africans are now spending most of their incomes on housing.
Housing is the largest expenditure category, some 25% of the basket. That includes both the costs of ownership, it includes rentals, it includes electricity, water, cluster levies.
Transport costs have eased, but food has become another major expenditure item.
So food, as its weight has gone up by some 2 percentage points, and within that, particularly meat products and dairy products have increased their weight quite significantly. So we actually saw transport's weight drop by some 2 percentage points, and that was primarily in fuel. And I think we can put this down to the very small increases in price for petrol and diesel over the last number of years. We do often tend to think that petrol prices always go up, but this actually has not been the case with a low international oil price and the rand generally being stable, particularly over the last year.
While the firmer rand has helped, the value of the currency is still offering little respite to the poor. The gap between the rich and poor has widened and poverty has risen. The latest statistics also reveal that white South Africans, at just 8% of the population, earn 5 times more than the 80% of black South Africans.
The poor spend approximately 50% of their total money on food. So that's really about living from day to day, week to week, ensuring that you are subsisting. The poor also spend a fair amount of money on electricity and basic facilities needed for living.
So the context of the feast must fall is very clear in terms of what we are dealing with in South Africa. Extreme inequality that has to be resolved by human resources, development of human resources. So it's very, very important to understand the picture from a variety of angles as we present these results.
Going forward, Stats SA will now be conducting a poverty trends report looking at subjective poverty and the multidimensionality of it as a measure to discuss and find new ways of reducing this problem in the country. Sumitra Nydoo, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.